Alright, hello YouTube land. It is Christmas Eve. My wife is working as she does almost every holiday. As I've said before, she's a nurse. And got two teenage daughters and they're entertaining themselves in there, so they don't seem to want me around, so I'm out here in the shop working. And I've done a few videos explaining how to do things. As I was blocking this hood, I body worked all of this, and it had a pretty crumpled up area right here, and I had to do some metal repair up underneath there and rebuild all that. And there was a crown out here, and the whole hood was real old canny. So I got all that fixed, and I put the expandable seam sealer in between the braces of the hood and the hood skin. And it's nice and stiff. It's not old canny like it was, but I've still got a slight low spot right here. Using that Durablock there, it's I think it's about 16 inches long, maybe 18. Anyway, blocking on there, and it's hitting out here on each side. So something I wanted to explain, rather than hold your block in one area, just keep blocking back and forth, and then maybe turning the block the other way and then going back and forth this way. That does work some, but what's going to happen is you're going to end up cutting through the primer on each side here, and then having a low spot here and here, and then still a gradual dip here, and then this part right here may be flat, but you're going to see an edge here because you kept that block in one area. So, get over here and get the block. And something I like to do, keep cross-hatching this block, You'll work it this way, and then back that way. You come over here this way. I need to get a smaller block because this one's too long, as you can see. And it's going to hit on the edge of the body line up there. But you can go back and forth this way a little bit. But something else you can also do is I like to sand in circles. And I'll do like that, and I'm working a big area. And if you just keep working it all around in a big area, and keep working in circles and work all around this for a while, cutting that down. And you got to watch it. It's tricky, and the more you do this, you learn it over time. But the key thing you want to do is this is my final prime, and I don't want to prime it anymore because I've used all the primer I can use on this car, and I don't want to buy any more for it. But, so what I want to do is just get it sanded with 320 and be done with it, and then put the sealer on it and paint it. So anyway, what I was getting at here is just, use that block and sand it in circles like that and go around, and you can sand back and forth this way. It's like I said, keep cross-hatching it. Do that, and work away, and then every once in a while I'll come back and start sanding across the middle, and cross-hatch all the way across it. Go back and forth this way. And I know my video is probably not the best in the world because I'm having to hold this phone in one hand and block with the other hand. But just giving a little tip about how to do it, and keep working on it, and hopefully, like in this case here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep working it until I get all this sanded and it's flat, or if I don't get it completely flat, if I start seeing where I'm breaking through the primer just a little bit and I start seeing bare metal, say like I have there, that's a little bit of, actually, yeah, this bare metal, I couldn't tell if it was white sealer or what. But anyway, I just, as soon as I start breaking through the primer, if I break through the primer, I gotta stop. And if I've got it most of the way sanded out, I'm going to use a little foam pad over there by hand, and like I sand all that, get the orange peel and these little pieces of dust out of there that were in the primer. And then I'm going to wet it down with wax and grease remover, take a look at it. Keep my fingers crossed that it is straight enough, which I think it will be because it looked good whenever the primer was wet and shiny on this. But that was a couple of months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and it's had time to dry, and it's been sitting upside down on that rack over there, and I was working on the bottom side, doing all the kinds of things with the bottom before I finally got the bottom side painted. So I just wanted to share that. That's how I go about blocking if I got a low spot. The rest of the hoods, it's working out pretty good. This hood here, it kind of rolls off on the edge. It's not exactly flat. I don't know if all Mopar hoods are like that, but it didn't have any waves or ripples in it. All this side blocked out good. The front blocked out good. I just got to get that little low spot out there, and I think this right here is going to block out all right. This hood had holes drilled in it right here. They were about right there, and they had hood pins in it. And the customer did not want the hood pins in it, so I had to cut a piece of metal, weld the holes in there, weld the bottom, and then we ended up getting new fenders and took care of that because they drilled right through where the bump stops go for the hood. But that's what I'm doing on my Christmas Eve. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Got any questions, ask away. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share with your friends. Have them subscribe. And after I get through with this car, I gotta finish a bathroom remodel I'm doing in my house. And hopefully that'll just take me about a week. And an online friend of mine from Facebook, his name is Bruce Leroy. He has a 1967 Pontiac Catalina. It's over in Mulberry, Arkansas. He's wanting me to go pick it up, and he's going to discuss with me what he wants me to do with it. So I don't know if it's going to be just fix a few things on it, maybe put some primer on it, or put it in semi-gloss black paint. I have no idea yet. He hadn't told me, so that'll be the next project. It's a bathroom remodel, and then 1967 Pontiac Catalina. And I'm pretty sure it's a 2-door. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas.